Hey, everybody. Welcome to our weekly night huddle. We have a small but powerful group tonight, and I'm kind of excited about it. I sort of forgot to create a group like all day. So, that was super fun. Sorry about that. But we have these every week. So even if I am slacking and don't get a team huddle page created or for a Tuesday night, we will always have these unless it's posted that we don't. And that is very rare occasion. So here's the deal. It's an awesome Tuesday. It is May 9th, and there are amazing things going on in Plexus, right? We have so many exciting, announcements being made. Like, this is an amazing month because convention is in just a few short weeks. It is exciting. So exciting. So before we get into more nitty gritty details, this Thursday we have our happy, what are we calling it? It's like a happy hour, but I think it's happy and health and happiness. I helped create the name, so I should know what it's called. Let me see. Health and happiness, our health and happiness events that are on Thursday. So these are going to take place every Thursday for the rest of the month. And here's the deal with these and why we're so excited about them. So this is like an ongoing group. So it's not a new group that we're creating each week. Once you're a part of it and once your potentials are a part of it, they're a part of it. It's done. It's over. We're not deleting it. We're deleting certain posts. Like, we're deleting the post about the triplex and the post about Slim, which we would have to redo now anyway. And like the post about Mega X and the post about X Factor. Like, we're posting about like the Fab 4 or the Fab 5. And then besides that, it's all live testimonies that will be recorded and then live on that Thursday. So every Thursday, there's 3 new people that are giving a live testimony. But then after they give that live, it's saved on that group as just a video testimony. So the idea is 2 months from now, there's going to be, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. You're looking at 30 live testimonies that are going to be recorded that all are going to be labeled. So like Jill gave hers last week, and hers was about diabetes and how Plexus has helped with that. This week, the people are Carrie and Bree and Casey. And like Bree is all about anxiety and being a stay-at-home mom that runs in-home daycare. And Casey's is all about yo-yo diets, but yet finally finding a steady answer in Plexus. And Christy's is all about somebody that she works 60 plus hours a week at her full-time job and needing that energy and that drive to be able to do that, but then still be a wife and still be a mom and still live life, right? So all of these testimonies are titled and then saved in this group. And then every week we're having a new live group. So 3 new live testimonies, somebody introducing it, somebody closing it out, kind of like a call for action. But it's going to be an amazing archive for our team that if somebody says, hey, I have a potential that has IBS, instead of us going, who has an IBS testimony, we're going to say, just add them to that health and happiness group and tag them in that video. And they're going to be able to see that testimony along with dozens of others and maybe resonate with something else as well. Does that make sense? So we're really excited about that. Those are going to be every week for sure for the last Thursday, or for sure for every Thursday in May. Then we're going to take that last week off in May, first week in June, because we're going to be in Vegas. And then we're probably going to hit them hard again all through June or maybe every other week. We're going to see how they go. But huge, huge potential. So make sure you guys are inviting people to those. Those are great for potentials. I invited a bunch of people last week, but tomorrow my whole plan is to go through, because I've had a bunch of people interested in this new Slim, and every single person that said, I want to sample, or every single ambassador, I've had a ton of ambassadors, you guys, that have been inactive, that after I told them like about the reveal, they have registered for that, and they are waiting to welcome their action pack. At least 6 level 1s of mine that have been inactive for months that are coming back for this new Slim and this action pack. Every single one of them is going to get added to that group, right? You never know when somebody can relate or resonate to something that's being said. And that's why our teams are so awesome, because we can really come together. So make sure you're participating in those. Make sure you're sending invites. Make sure you're adding people. Amy Cronkright, she rocked it out. She's invited now, I think, over 40 people. There, I know, Jill's like doing a happy dance over there. There, right now, we only have... Where's Amanda when I need her? Like, where is she? Right now, I think we've only added maybe 50 new people this week. 40 of those are Amy's, you guys. That is a girl that knows what this event it is, knows the powerfulness of it, and is kicking it into high gear. You never know. And those people are always going to be a part of that group. They can take themselves out, but no one's kicking them out. There's no new group being created. Every week when somebody posts, they're going to see that is listed on their information on their Facebook, right? It's going to pop up as a status or whatever the freak they're called. Anyway, they're going to see that every week. Thursdays, multiple times. There's a new testimony. There's a new post. So it's this ongoing validation. Remember, it takes average people 7 to 12 times, really, when they see something to be able to go, oh yeah, I want to do that. Well, this is a great way. You send an invite and tell people that's one, right? And every time there's a ding with a new testimony, that's another one. So those 7 things of being in their face, that could happen in 2 weeks just by adding to one event. Talk about amazingness. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, wait. Somebody's saying something in the chat. What do we got? Teresa, yes. I think I just added them. Did I approve them right before this started? I might have. I just approved like 10 more people for that group, but I don't think I saw your name. I might not have done it yet. Christy and Elena and Amber are supposed to be helping me approve people, and I don't know why, but they like leave it. They just, and I'm a check girl, remember? So like my email always has to say 0. Okay, those invites, if it comes up, it has to say 0. I can't handle it. Anyway, okay, so health and happiness event this Thursday. Second of all, Springfield last night, there was an opportunity event. So awesome. It was a little tiny group, but we had Nikki Hinkle and Sarah Taylor, who are Diamond ambassadors. Sarah is a sideline of ours. Nikki is our very own Diamond. You guys, these are girls from Texas that are down to earth, and they are sweethearts. Holy smokes, are they sweethearts. And it was there were so many, like there were health and wellness testimonies that were shared. There were business testimonies that were shared. So many awesome things. There was someone in the person in the audience. Like I think there was maybe only 20 people there, maybe 30. But somebody in the audience had lost 56 pounds, like herself. Like, I mean, if we would have totaled it up, it was probably over 200 or 300 pounds alone in an audience with only maybe 30 people there. Huge life-changing testimonies. But the thing that stuck out to me more than anything else is Angie Thompson was there, and she got up. And you guys, in the state of Illinois, she is still the only Diamond ambassador in Illinois. The only one. And she's been a Diamond ambassador for at least 2 years. And her husband is the only Sapphire. And he is Ted Thompson. She's the only Diamond. He's the only Sapphire. And each of them have held those spots. Like, I think Ted recently promoted to Sapphire. So he, in this last 6 months, he's promoted to Sapphire. So prior to that, there were no Sapphires. And I think tops, there's maybe a dozen Emeralds. GZ Pete's, you guys. Illinois is so open, right? Illinois is so exciting. And in that room, there was 2 rubies. I was one of 2. And there were 3 senior rubies. Amazing. Opportunity. Huge opportunity. Huge, huge, huge. So awesome. Holy cow. So awesome. Okay. The other exciting thing I got to do was taste the new Slim. It was so good. Okay, here's the thing though. Like, I like things sweet, and I am not somebody that likes Kool-Aid. I don't like flavored water. So when I first tasted it, I'm not going to say I like it more than the current Slim, but I like it as equally as the current Slim. But it truly does taste like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I don't like watermelon, so that's an issue, but it wasn't terrible. You guys need to try it yourself. But here's the thing I really liked about it. There are times when I drink my Slim and it leaves an aftertaste. Like, it's not a film, but it's like I drank my Slim. Like, people say it's stevia. It's the stevia leftover taste. I guess that's it. This, though, is so light. It literally dissolved. Like, it was an ice cold thing. An ice cold bottle of water they got out of an ice chest. Cold, freezing cold, frost on the bottle, shook it once or twice, completely dissolved, and it's very light. Like, it's not thick. It's refreshing. Truly, it's like refreshing. So I think people are really going to like it, but I'm excited to get my own. Like, it was just a little tiny like shot. I'm excited to get my own, excited to try my own pack. Here's the reality of the situation though. There are people every single day that can't stand our current Slim and drink it because it's so good for you. And you guys, the new reformulated Slim is even better. So even if I can't stand it, I will be shotting it down like no other because I know how good it is and I've done the research on it in the last couple days and I'm excited about it. So that is what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. We've had lots of different threads going on Odyssey to Gems and Journey Towards Diamond Huddle last night for Monday Night Huddle that I just got done watching. By the way, I think all of you were on there except Kayla and Jill and we were in Springfield. So shout out to you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are always present. I love you guys so much. But so last night, the Huddle, Monday Night Huddle was really nitty gritty. Like Carrie got into some really specific stuff. And I'm a research girl, but I'm also very much a country, like that was too complicated for me. So when I am super good information, Megan and I were sitting here listening to it, but it was also got so deep that my mind goes, oh, that's great, but how can I use that to talk to people? That's what I was thinking, right? So I want to talk to you guys tonight about basics, right? Like basics. If I was talking to a patient at the nursing or at the hospital, we talk about we need to bring it down to 3rd grade reading level because that's what most people understand. If I'm giving nursing instructions, it needs to be at a 3rd grade reading level. That's not saying my patients aren't incredibly intelligent because they are, but what it's saying is this stuff is complicated. So let's make it simple, right? It doesn't need to be magenta. It's purple. There's no need to make it complicated, okay? So this is what I want to chat with you guys tonight. Okay, so Slim, why is it a big deal? First of all, to understand why Slim is a big deal, you have to understand why our triplex has always been a big deal. And our triplex has always been a big deal and is always amazing because it is focused on gut health, inflammation, and gut health, balanced blood sugar, and decreased inflammation. Okay, Jill, don't look at me like that. So our ProBio 5 is fantastic. It always has been. And here's the thing about this too, you guys. I was looking at my customer report today because I sent message to all past customers I've had about this new Slim, along with all of my inactive ambassadors yesterday. And out of my personal customers that I've sponsored in the last 3 years, 98 of them, you guys, 98 of them. And then the last 4 months, or in the last 3 months, over 40 of them have been active, and every single month, 15 people order from me. Every other month, there's another about 10 that order from me. So every single month, I have at least 15 customers that only order ProBio 5 from me. Now, why is that? Because that is what I talk about all the time. Gut health. Why is it important? What it is. It's a true affirmation to what you talk about, and the brand you put out there and the knowledge you're speaking is the audience you attract, correct? So what that tells for me is, one, I do a great job about talking about probiotics and ProBio 5, but maybe I should do a better job about talking about the triplex, right? And telling people the whole vision of what it ensues and what it talks about. So I'm really excited about this Slim because for somebody that's already so passionate about probiotics and about gut health, the Slim just literally correlates with that like peanut butter and jelly. It's the perfect thing. So this new Slim, patented, you guys. Why is that so important? Because other people are going to try and copy this. There's no other product out there at all that has prebiotics that are in it, like the XOS. The XOS is so important because it is top notch. It is the best prebiotic you can get with the best backed clinical studies, with Plexus and without. It gives the best results for weight loss. It gives the best results for increasing metabolism. It gives the best results for overall balanced gut health. So XOS is so important because it is the best prebiotic that you can have. It has the most research done on it. It has the most marketing aspect for it, but also for consumers. Like, it is truly the perfect prebiotic. And we are the only supplement company that has it, period. And that is why a patent is so important, because others are going to try and copy. They will. It's just how it is. So let's back up for 2 seconds. This big thing that they were talking about is what's the number one thing being researched. And they talk about this, I always say this wrong, microbiome. Is that right? Microbiome. And why is that important? Okay, well, first of all, why do we have to call it microbiome? Let's call it microbes. Okay, same thing, so much simpler. I can understand that. Okay, microbes are all over our body. They're inside our body, they're outside of our body. Tonight, Megan and I took the children to McDonald's and let them play in the germ-infested like ball pit, right? Gross. I know. They literally climbed in and I said to Meg, now they both have staph. Congratulations. And we're not, never mind, I'm not going to finish that sentence because we were in Canton and I wouldn't go to that hospital. That's on point. So, okay. They got filled with microbes, y'all. Filled with microbes. It's true. Microbes, they cover our body, inside and outside. The more you have and the more diverse they are, the better, because that's where your immunity comes from. So when you have microbes all over our body, that's why people talk about people that you really shouldn't shower every day, because when you shower every day, it washes off microbes on your body that are helping build up your immunity. Y'all, I shower like 2 times a day. Sorry, but I will not be stinky. You know what I mean? But that's okay. So again, why probiotics are important and why prebiotics are not so important. But we have this microbiomes, and those are so important because we know that those are linked to gut health. 80% of our immunity lives in our gut. That's nothing new. We talk about that all the time. So this is the ongoing study. What are these microbes? What are they doing? Are they good? Are they bad? 98% of the microbes that are on our body and in our body are not bad for us. We might touch crap, literally. We might be around a sick person, but that is increasing our immunity. But there are 2% of those that are bad. And that 2% that are bad that then get into our gut is what causes our huge issues, like IBS, like inflammation disorders, like our autoimmune disorders. And that is why our probiotic is so important, because our probiotic is able to kill those bad, right? Other probiotics, they give you good, but 98% of our microbes are already good. So do we really need more good, or do we just need to grow the good that we have? Do we just need to put some Miracle Grow on the ones that we have? We have 98% good microbes on our body. So do we need good ones, or do we just need to make the good ones we have great? Do we just need to make sure the good microbes that we have that are already perfect for our body, because all of our microbes are different, based on the food you eat, based on where you live, based on your ethnicity, based on your culture. Your microbes are almost like a DNA. No one else has them besides you. So it's important that your microbes are good for you. So making the 98% you already have the best they can be. And the 2% that are bad, making sure that we can kill those. Chitokinase makes sure that those 2% that are bad, that we can kill them and flush them out. BioCleanse flushes them out. Magnesium makes the oxygen, right? Makes your body filled with oxygen, so bad bacteria, disease can't grow. The microbes that are good are where your prebiotic, the XOS, is coming in and growing that good. Here's the other thing about this XOS and why Plexus is so amazing. So they created this whole prebiotic that we all need, that is amazing for our health. It's going to help us with weight loss. It's going to help us with increasing metabolism. It's going to help us with increased immunity. You guys, they could have created XOS as a ProBio 5. We could have another pill, and we could have ProBio 5, BioCleanse, and XOS. They could have totally done that. That would make sense. But what they did was they put it in slim. They didn't increase the price. I mean, we're like going up in prices a little bit no matter what. But they didn't increase our price by $10. They didn't do any of that. So what they really did was they're giving us a new and improved product for free. They're giving us a huge prebiotic that is going to set our health on top of everything else, and they're doing it for free. You guys understand that? That's huge. So the breakdown of this, and when I'm talking to people and why this is so important, is because we all have bad bacteria and good bacteria in our system. Our bad bacteria is what needs to be killed, not just ignored, but killed. And our probiotic can kill it. Our BioCleanse can flush it out. Our BioCleanse oxygenates and doesn't allow bacteria and disease to grow. Our Slim balances your blood sugar. Our Slim gives you increased energy and sustained energy all day. Our Slim with XOS Health grows the good bacteria, and that good bacteria aids even more in weight loss. aids even more in increasing metabolism, aids even more in your immunity. Does that make sense? Did that make it more complicated or more simple? Not sure. Well, you know, I tried.
Much more simple.
What'd you say?
I said much more simple.
Okay, well, that's good. Jill, I don't think Jill's convinced, but that's okay. Jill, you're in the middle of my screen tonight, so it's really easy to pick on you because you're just right there. Okay, let me see. I had a ton of notes, but I think I did all of that. So I just wanted this huddle to be something that would break it down easy. We've shared lots of videos about XOS. We've shared lots of videos about the, you know, we know that XOS2 also increases. There's 3 things that I'm not going to try and pronounce because I don't know how. But if you go to the website, that's shared all over, you can click on that and you can see those clinical studies. So XOS increases those things within themselves. We know that, but to break it down simple, the most important thing when you're talking to people is break it down simple and to share your story. I was talking with Melissa last night and Molly today, who shared this new slim on her wall and has haters pretty much and saying, you know, show me your clinical studies. You know, anybody can make these things up and whatever else. And you guys, this is my thing with that. Share your story. People are going to have opinions all day long. Your perception is your truth. And there's always multiple truths in the world we live. There's your truth, my truth, and then there's the real truth. And the perception of them is based off their truth. But share your story. Your story is your truth. Your story can never be negated. No one can ever say that's not true because it's your story. So when you're talking about our new slim and you're talking about our clinical studies and you're talking about your life, your story, own that and claim that. If people want clinical studies, that's great. I would want clinical studies if I was new to this. Give them the information we have. If they want more, email customer service if they have specific questions. But if it gets to a point, especially on your personal wall, where it's negative and in my opinion, foul language starts being told, I delete comments. I don't have time for that. I know our products work. I'm really excited about them. This one post today was talking about how, like I commented, he wanted to know why FDA hadn't approved it. And I'm like, well, FDA doesn't approve supplements. And he was like, yeah, there's multiple supplements approved by the FDA. And when he said that, I pretty much knew that he was ignorant and didn't know. And no matter what I said, that was not going to be, he wasn't going to believe me. It didn't matter at that point, right? So just be done with it. Bless, release, and move on. Because the truth of the matter is, if prenatals aren't prescribed by the FDA and approved, which literally keep our children from getting spina bifida, then nothing's going to be approved, y'all. It just ain't going to happen. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions? That was a little off topic, but that's all right. Nobody's got nothing? All right, let's take a picture. Megan's got to get in my screen. Yeah, you have to pay attention now, Blacker.
I was.
No, she wasn't. She was on her phone. Okay. Teresa, are you on twice? Do you see that? You're a clone. Yeah. That's okay. All right. Everybody say cheers. I don't know why. What'd you do?
Nothing.
I don't know why. I don't know why when I said that, but I thought of the song like Kung Fu Panda. Everybody say Kung Fu Fighting. No? Okay. Well, I have a kid.
I think my phone.
You think one's your phone?
I think one's my phone because I started on my phone and then I went to the computer. So
Maybe your daughter's watching.
that could very well be.
When is she signing up?
Yeah.
Is she 18 yet?
She actually told me this evening that she's going to try the new Slim this summer. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah.
That is so exciting. So exciting. All right, guys. Thursday night, jump on for happy hour or health and happiness. Next week, we'll have Huddle. Amber has Huddle next week. We have book club. We're 2 weeks out from convention. There will be a new product release at convention. and I have no idea what it is, and I'm so excited about that too. So lots of fun stuff coming up for May. Can't wait. Okay, guys. Love you. Have a good night. Bye.